And we're back for the next one of E3, this time Hyrule Warriors. So let's just jump straight into it. Pre-rendered stuff. I'd like to say with Hyrule Warriors has been in development for a long time, and what was pre-rendered, but Nintendo, I like the pre-rendered with Nintendo, because while it is pre-rendered stuff, it is always fine, because it's like, here's a little bit of pre-rendered. Oh, now we're going to explain how gameplay works and show you gameplay. So the stuff that is pre-rendered, I've got to give it a 1 out of 5. You know, it was only a little bit of pre-render once again before the main actual gameplay. So 1 out of 5, the pre-render was good, and it's nice to see that the pre-render looks so much better. You know, even the graphics themselves look so much better than the pre-alpha, because obviously last year we saw the pre-alpha with like those really fucking poorly rendered Octoroks. It was really bad. So graphics have had a major improvement as they move into beta and move into the actual like core gameplay, because the alpha, it was just kind of a load of dudes running around doing nothing, whereas with the actual new beta there is a lot more gameplay and a lot more descriptions, but we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, graphics, they've certainly improved from the alpha. Everything looks a lot more polished. There is still a couple of polygons on the loose, and there's a few textures that could look a lot better, but from an alpha to a beta, graphics have certainly improved, but they're still not the best. Just an average 3 out of 5. But no doubt they'll be polished for the finished thing. Gameplay, interesting. It's Dynasty Warriors. We knew this from the very beginning. Let me just take a drink here. So yeah, gameplay, it's Dynasty Warriors. We kind of knew this from the very beginning, that it was Dynasty Warriors, and it was always going to be Dynasty Warriors. And now they have like fully imported the Dynasty Warriors engine, in which you can pick different characters. Like don't have to play as Link. You can pick Link, Zelda, I believe Princess Ruto for the Zoras. You know, you can pick whichever race you want to play as, and go from there with that particular army in the battle for Hyrule. The good thing about gameplay, like so, Dynasty Warriors was a good game, don't get me wrong, Dynasty Warriors was a good game, and it's kind of the good thing about the Zelda gameplay is they are kind of like introducing even obscure characters just for the fact that they were popular, and, you know, I like them, like Midna. You can play as Midna and she has some interesting attacks, so it's nice to see they're encompassing the full canon, except for Majora's Mask, because I'm now going to bring out Majora's Mask, fuck you Nintendo. But anyway, don't listen to me there, but yeah, it's nice to see them include most of the canon to play as. Dynasty Warriors, I mean, how do I judge gameplay? Do I judge it off its own merits, which it's slightly different with the Magic Meter, or do I judge it off the fact that it's just a reskin of Dynasty Warriors, which had good gameplay? It's a hard one, isn't it? For the sake of it, I'm gonna say it's an average 3 out of 5, because it's basically copying Dynasty Warriors. I mean, that's what the creator said, but unless you bring out some new mechanics, which there wasn't any, so, you know, features and gimmicks. The gimmick is that it's a Zelda version of Dynasty Warriors. Okay, I guess. It's kind of just a shitty little gimmick that you're reskinning Dynasty Warriors, so that's not that effective, but again, this is a hard one to judge. My impressions of it, it looks alright. I mean, as I say, it's still in beta, and it's certainly improved from its crappy alpha stage, and the graphics have had an update, the gameplay's had an update, and the feature that you can play as a lot of other characters like Midna have had an update. So it's all been updated from alpha, so my impressions are a lot better than last year's E3 when they showed this off. So my impressions have improved, but it's Dynasty Warriors. This is a hard one to judge. It's Dynasty Warriors. I'm going to say that it's gaining a no, not 2 out of 5. It's gaining an average impression out of me. Like, it looks okay so far, but, you know, it's nothing special, which brings us on to the final verdict of it's nothing special right now. The beta of Hyrule Warriors is obviously part of it's in the title, Dynasty Warriors, Hyrule Warriors. The final verdict is it's still nothing special. It's just an average 3 out of 5 Dynasty Warriors reskin. Would I save Dynasty Warrior, or would I save Hyrule Warriors? I'm gonna say yes, because I enjoy Dynasty Warriors, and a Zelda version would be okay. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's bartering enough enough good graces to let me save it, but it's just on the fence of me throwing it right now. Maybe next year when it's complete, it might actually have a definite spot in my keep safe chest. But right now, it's in a balancing act spot. It's just teetering on the chest, just teetering in lava. I will save it because I like Dynasty Warriors, and it's okay. So there you go. Dynasty is a weird one, but let's move on to one that is not weird, and it's just, you know, straight up a Nintendo game, straight up Nintendo IP, which is, of course, Bayonetta 2. So, see you in the next one for Bayonetta 2, and there we go. See you in the next one.